Hello friends, this is Coldra and welcome back to Final Fantasy Record Keeper, where we're going to continue today with, well, logging in, which usually I won't do this, but again, it's an experience logging into this game, isn't it? Dr. Mog, the basics. View the dungeons as a map, Kupo, unlock the order, check the order dungeons at a glance. My research indicates a very powerful hero record resides in the next dungeon, Kupo, and I think this is like the second, what do you call it? The second Final Fantasy VII dungeon, presumably. A hero from the realm of Final Fantasy VII, if my reading's correct. A very powerful soul, Kupo. So go to Mako Reactor 5, restore the hero record, and make your party stronger than it's ever been before, Kupo. Stronger even than when it was just me and generic white and black mage. There's a high bar. What is this? Oh, we're starting from the other side. We're starting from... Wow. This is really cool. So this actually shows you how to get different people or things, and it's going to be weird. Like, I think that character over there is like, is that Ishtola? XIV, yeah, XIV. You can get XIV characters, XV characters. This is wild. This is really cool. This is incredibly cool. And so who are we going for here? That's, okay, we got Cloud and Tifa in here. Yeah, I was thinking, do I try an elite dungeon? But no, we'll start with this. Well, do we? What's the difficulty of elite? Oh god. There are record realms that exist deep within the paintings you've already restored, Kupo. My research has revealed that by restoring these deep records, we can make all the records stronger. These are the elite record realms, Kupo. Master a classic dungeon to access the elite counterpart, but it's worth it, Kupo. Completing these elite dungeons may be the only way to keep the records safe. Just expect to meet a bit more resistance in the elite dungeons. The foes you'll face are a lot tougher, Kupo. Maybe a little tough for you right now, Calderon, but soon. Okay, so we'll leave this alone for... Let me just... what it says is the difficulty. Difficulty is that 1 or 14? I think that's 14. Let's not do that now. Let's come back to that. What is the master version? Or does master mean oh, master is the highest rank I've gotten it. So because I remember I like maxed it out last time. What is this thing in the bottom right? Like that little guy. Oh, is that to help me like find my way again? Yeah, that's to show like where I am in progress. Gotcha. Mako Reactor 5. Total stamina cost 1. What's my stamina at? I don't remember. Also, why do I have 0 mithril? I thought I had 1 mithril, but maybe not. Maybe I spent it already on something. Probably did. Okay, Mako Reactor 5. Cloud collects his reward at Avalanche headquarters and turns to leave, but his childhood friend Tifa convinces him to join their raid on Mako Reactor number 5. I'm guessing, by the way, that this is probably, for someone who's never played the Final Fantasy series, this is probably the literal worst game to start with. It seems to just be assuming you have most of the context for this, which is totally fine, but that's my assumption about who this game is for. Boss is the Airbuster. Oh, God. Airbuster wasn't... The Airbuster, I remember being especially brutal in the remake. Like, I had a lot of trouble with it in the remake. Okay. So we get a Mithril Dagger from here from 9. Okay, enter bat, and first time reward is Cloud. That's interesting, because it seemed to make it show that the first time reward was Tifa also? Is there not Tifa? Oh no, you could scroll down. I'm being a dunkus. Okay. Insta-battle or enter dungeon? I don't know what the difference is. I guess what's insta-battle? I'm just going to go enter dungeon, because insta-battle seems... Yeah, I don't know what insta-battle is. I was going to say insta... Oh, we're going to have to download stuff. Insta-battle... Who was Arya? I don't remember Arya. Insta-battle sounded like the sort of thing where, like, if you already know what you're doing, you want to, like, go skip the dialogue. Maybe that's what insta-battle is. Okay, let's just do optimize. I'm fine with optimizing stuff. Okay, back. Okay. Okay. In general, I think I'm okay with it. I just want to be able to adjust it, like, or see what they picked and change my mind later or make mistakes. Okay. Create home, no, just, how do I start this? Dungeon info. Close, where do I back? Next. Okay. So our current party is Saj, Ramza... Wait, what? How did Saj, Ramza, and Red 13 get into the picture? I didn't think I picked them up. Select a hero. Oh, right, heroes are like the limit breaks, right? Okay. I think, or the soul breaks, the soul breaks. So Red 13, Lunatic High, Protect and Haste to allies. Saj is Haste and Shell. Ramza is Tailwind. Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies based on... Wait, what does that say? To all allies based on their... How do I see more of that? I hold it. Okay. Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies based on their max HP and grant them Protect. That's it, because Tailwind was just a movement buff in Tactics, wasn't it? Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies based on their max HP. So is this like a reverse White Wind, where it gives you more HP? Not a reverse White Wind, but it's sort of like that. It heals the party based on... You know, lower the volume a little bit. It's kind of blasting me again. Okay. Where it's based on... I don't know if that means... Oh, no, it guarantees just like X% of HP. Okay, sorry, I'm overthinking this. I don't know who to pick of these. I guess it probably doesn't matter that much. Haste and Shell, Protect and Haste. Let's just do Protect and Haste. This is a 12 dungeon, so let's go... Or 7 dungeon, so let's go with that. So we can only pick one. Okay. Mission complete. Log in on 3 different days. Soul of a Hero. Collect your rewards from the mission screen. Okay, so we're going to go to the mission screen then. I do... Is it from this one? Complete, yeah, so it's Book of Accolades Novice. And the Book of Screw... Okay, so we got that, so... Reward is collected. Okay. I'm lost in the sauce here. Camp, there's a camp. What's a camp? That's where I adjust party. Magicite. Magicite slots have not been unlocked. Okay. Formation. Okay, so this is like the front row, back row sort of thing from the older games. All right. Back. All right, we're doing it. 59. Oh, this will use 59 to 58. What does 59 to 58 mean? No idea. Combining and reforge. Okay. Straight into the airbuster. All right, so we want to use light. Oh, it's. Oh god. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did mean to. I mean, I didn't intentionally do that, but I guess it's good to get buffs up early. Was this a boss or was this a tutorial? This might probably just a tutorial. Okay, hero... I guess that was a boss. Hero record restored. Sonic Break, unleash 3 rapid sword slashes. Okay. And Beat Rush. Unleash a flurry of punches on one enemy, so single target one. Okay. Sure. I don't know how I would have gotten KO'd there unless I just went AFK, but I'm glad we've mastered that challenge. I'm being a Oh, we got Sastasha Seagrod as a thing. Xander can... Wild. Utterly wild. I'm being a little bit snarky, but I actually don't mean it. This is, at least in this case, I don't mean it, because it's a tutorial. Of course, it's supposed to be... It would be weird if it were, like, a major challenge at this point. It'd probably be even bad design, you might say. Or unusual design. Okay, a complete one... Mission complete. One dungeon. We got animal lenses. Level 4 times 150. I don't know what an animal lens is. We're trying to find the mission section that it told me about. Is it under item chest, maybe? It's giving me stuff. Okay, feast ticket, great. Good, okay, wonderful. Lucky, I'm just gonna skip through all this just because... I'll see you in a second. I just want to get back to the game. Oh, collect all! I didn't see there was a collect all thing. Okay. Great. Collect it all. You know what? Let me clear out all the little red boxes right now. Alright, game updates. Wonderful, you've told me about the game updates. Perfect. Miscellaneous, using Historia. Alright, perfect. Stuff I don't need to know. Item exchange. What's item exchange? The record lab? Is this where I turn in Gil for items? Oh, it's a thing. Holdrun, thank you for coming, Kupo. What's the matter, Dr. Mog? Actually, Kupo, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. What is it? If I can help, you know I will. Strictly speaking, the request is not from me, but from someone else. Let me take you to them now, Kupo. Whatever you say, Dr. Mog. Where are you taking me? We've arrived. We've arrived, Kupo, right here. Where is this? Oh, it's Cid. Ah, there you are. Cid, are you the one with a request for me? No, I'm not, but I suppose you could say I am. It's complicated. Are you, like, possessed or something? I don't get it. Kupo, there is no request. It had to be this way, what? Allow me to explain. This is the Record Lab. It's a place for studying the records, Kupo. At this facility, Kupo, we research the records of the heroes that appear in the epic tales. In particular, we are at the forefront of research into heroes' soul breaks and legend materia, Kupo. Okay. You don't say. Is Coldrun sweating there? It looks like he's sweating. And for this research, we need special magical foci. We'd like you to gather the materials required to make these, Kupo. These materials are known as animal lenses. Okay, so this is what I've seen a little bit of before. They're beautiful! Animal lenses form when you restore a correct record, Kupo. And the harder the record is to restore, the more pure the animal lens will be, Kupo. I see, and you want me to collect them for you, huh? That's right, Kupo. Bring any animal lenses you find to the record lab. In return, you will receive relics crafted through the knowledge we gain, based on the relics of legendary heroes. They will enable you to learn soul breaks and legend materials. So this is how I get new soul breaks, I guess, or improved soul breaks, maybe? That should come in handy. You're a genius, Dr. Mog. Well, Cid is more involved with the lab than I am, Kupo. Cid, it's about time you said something yourself. Okay. Is there something you're not telling me? Is this like how Coldrun, like the little kid version of Coldrun here, becomes like gets inducted into soldier and has like, I don't know, some traumatic transformation? No, it's just the head of the record lab is an old acquaintance of mine. Okay, never mind. No kidding. I should go and introduce myself. Actually, they're not here now. It sounds like they didn't want to run into me. Who's been at Cid's throat or enemies with Cid? There's Yang from Final Fantasy IV, but they became buds. I don't know. Oh, okay. I guess Vaughn, maybe. I mean, if we're talking about 12 Cid, but Vaughn is not, and is not a research. Vaughn is, like, barely able to walk and chew gum at the same time. As you heard, my animal lenses are a key part of my research into relics. Thanks to some breakthroughs I've made, if you ever draw relics you already have, I can extract animal lenses from them now. So is this like a duplicate protection sort of deal? I guess it depends on how valuable that ends up being. If you wind up with a pair of identical relics, just let me know. Alright, thanks for helping out. Off he goes. He sure was behaving a little weird today. Well, everyone has their trials and tribulations, Kupo. Do your best to help Cid preserve his honor, Cold Run. Helping Cid preserve his honor? What? I'm not sure what you mean, but if this will help Cid, I'll give it my best shot. Yeah, we don't want Mafia Boss Cid on our butts. Alright, equipment in the record lab. So this is something I actually have context for now because I have animal lenses. So let's see. Select item exchanges in the home screen, then tap the record lab. Item exchanges, record lab. Gotcha. I'll probably forget, but I got it for the moment at least. Select item. Okay. Exchange animal lenses you collect in events for soul break and legend material, relics, or items. Collect animal lenses, complete events in other dungeons for animal lenses, and get them as a first-time reward. Visit the record lab, see how many you have. So you mostly get them from event in record dungeons. Okay. It's been a while since we visited the record lab, Kupo. Looks like there are more hero records now. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. That's because the head of the lab is returned. Oh, I guess this was something I was supposed to come to earlier, maybe? Because they're acting like time has passed. You know, now that you mention it, I don't think we've met. We just discussed this, Cid. No, but time has passed. What is it, Cid? Dr. Mog, it's been ages, and you must be Cold Run. Oh, so you're... Is this someone I'm supposed to know? No, it's not. Unless Muriel is from, like, Crystal Chronicles or something. That's right, I'm Muriel, head of the record lab. It's good to see you, Muriel. You look so grown up now, Kupo. You haven't changed a bit, Dr. Mog. And you're just as cute as I heard, Cold Run. Don't go pulling a Quistis on me, especially when this Cold Run is like 6 years old. I guess she means like you're adorable, like you're a cute tot. Cute? Me? If my research can help, I'm happy to be of service. Muriel. I can't wait to hear all about your adventures, Cold Run. Is Muriel like Cid's daughter or something? Muriel, please, hear me out. How about no? How about something to drink, Cold Run, and maybe a bite to eat? Muriel? I think Cid wants to talk. Oh? I don't hear anything. They're siblings? Because Cid looks like he's about 40 years older, maybe 30 years older. But on the other hand, I'm about, never mind, that actually is fine. I'm about 20 years older than my sister and 10 years younger than my brother, so actually that's not weird. You two need to get over that sibling rivalry, Kupo. Huh? Yeah, Cold Run, I'm with you. I don't even think of him as my brother. Muriel, that's hurtful thing. That's a hurtful thing to say, Kupo. Cid is... It's okay, Dr. Mog. I shouldn't have come. I'll be heading back now. What happened between these two? Is it just general rivalry, or did... I don't know, did Cid like, kill Muriel's hamster or something? Say, Muriel... Stop it, Cold Run. This is my problem. Yeah, don't go inserting yourself into their family troubles. In this context, like, I have no context for what's going on. Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad or anything. But being a grown-up is complicated, and there are some things we'd prefer to deal with alone. Understandable. See. I knew you'd understand. Anyway, go ahead and take a look around. So yeah, we got some character development here going between Muriel and Cid. I'm sure you'll find something that'll come in handy. Okay, a facility at the Royal Archives for conducting record research. Here, the chronicles of heroes from the story records are studied in great detail with a particular... Yeah, we read that, I think. Trade for soul... Yeah, so we know all that. It's kind of a jaunty little tune. Alright, Warrior of Light, Garland, Master... Master being the, Master was the post... what do you call it? Master was the version of Monk, right? That leveled, that Bahamut leveled up. Oh wait, are these characters I already have? Select by hero or select by dungeon? So let me try clicking on Garland for a second. 3,000. Wait, I thought I had some of these things. I hold 0 and soul anima things. I thought I just collected a bunch of them. I guess not. Okay. So exchange 3,000 for that. So this isn't someone I have. This is just someone who's in the game. Okay. Wait, that's by physical attack. Oh, that's how to sort them. I understand. Okay. Oh my god, Noel. I forgot about Noel. He was from one of the sequels, right? He was from 13.2, if I remember correctly. Book of Dates. That's what it wants me to click on. Oh, Book of Dates, week of years is like daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks. Gotcha. Okay, complete one dungeon. So for that, we got what? What did we get for that? We got... Again, it really... No, we got... No, I didn't mean to... Oh, God. Yeah, so this is where we're going. Okay. So the question is, do we want to go 14 or the left route or the right route? Well, let's go with the right route for now. Let's go with... let's get Ishtola. Sastasha Seagrot. Okay. Is this going to be the pirate boss, or is this going to be the Curl, or who's going to be the boss here? I don't know. Eorzea has passed through the 7th Umbral Era and now shows signs of recovery. Receiving a request from Badaron and Limsa Laments, our heroes make for the Sastasha Seagrot to get adamantite and ice orbs and defeat Den the Orcatooth. Right, I forgot. So that's the guy who you have to stand on the sewer grates to stop other stuff from spawning. Or... I'm sorry, that's the wrong way to do it. The proper way is to ignore the sewer grates and just DPS him until he dies. I'm closing this for now because... Now that I remember I have... now that I remember I got rewards here, let me see if I can actually... change characters. No. Wait, available characters. Wait, these are actual... Oh no, these are the heroes, right? They're not... Wait, I have Tifa and Clay. Oh yeah, screw it, let's build a bigger party. Okay, I'm glad I checked here. Let's get the standard Final Fantasy 4 rotation here. We got 5 party members, we got 3 in the front, and then we got our Palimporm substitutes in the back there. Okay, good. Create home. I thought I could... Oh, I guess yeah. Word of advice, create abilities. Collect every orb you can. Orb from dungeons, make abilities. Gotcha. So let's try creating... What is minus strike? That was from 9, right? Oh, it's probably been in a bunch of games. I remember it from 9, though. Deal damage equal to 2 times the difference between the user's max HP and current HP. So you want this on like a tanky character. But you need greater holy orbs. Oh, I have some of those. Let's not do that. Let's bring our friend Cactuar into the picture. Deals a fixed amount of summon damage equal to all enemies. Sure. We'll create Cactuar. Oh, they got a little animation for that. That's neat. Cactuar, deal a fixed amount of some damage. Okay. Excellent. Held one. Ah, so if I create another one, which I don't think I can. No, I can create another one, but I'm not going to. But so if I created, I could create another one and then use Cactuar and multiple characters, I guess. Well, let's just create Maduin. Deal 2 summon magic, non-elemental attacks to all enemies. Sure. Okay, so it's the same animation though. And we'll do a Carbuncle. Reflect to all allies. Yeah. And let's just get minus strike because we can. Soul Break. What is this? Judgment Grimoire. What is the one there? One use of it, maybe? Oh, no, maybe the one means that it only needs one thing on the soul gauge. Tyro only. Not sure who Tyro is or what a Tyro is. A material we can't do. Okay. So I've been trying to get a better sense of the game by looking into the honing and looking into not off camera, just like So I've been trying to get a better sense of things just by looking into, like, reading about the honing that as I go, and reading about ability creation and the items and all that. But I think it'll be better actually if I just kind of keep going. So let's keep going down this realm dungeon. Wait, hold on. What's this to the left? Oh, you can pick by game instead of that path, I guess? Let's just... So, I guess, do you have a preference of... let me know if you have a preference of whether you want me to go through, like, the game by game path and just kind of go, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, just go, kind of go maybe chronological. What is... Oh, so it's not just chronological. Okay, so it's not like you just go through 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, we'll just go through this tree. We'll go through this tree. All right, Sastasha, here we come. The Walling Pond, the Dead Man's Drink. So is this going to be... Maybe the Walling Pond is going to be... No, that's the Cattery. The Cattery is the one that has the curl. Uses 2 stamina. Oh, so when it goes from 58 to 56, that's my stamina. Okay. Spriggan. This is going to be a test. If I do... Wait, Cloud's dead. A Spriggan just killed Cloud? Attack. Sure, attack. How do I get him back up? Do I have... Where's my... Do I have item? Poor Cloud. Round 2 out of 3. Amaljaw and Baleen Guard. What are Amaljaw doing down here? I could Blizzard, but I won't. Let's use... I think the I was going to use Annihilate. We're getting wrecked. Okay. Round 3 out of 3. You know what? Let's just... Thunderstrike, good. Is there a way to make this a wait combat instead of active time? So that while I'm trying to decide what to do, the enemies don't have the ability to just womp me? Let's see if these party members revive after the end of this fight. KO'd, okay. I did that expertly. No, so they don't get experience if they're dead. That's unfortunate. Understandable, but unfortunate. Like, very... It's not surprising. Your HP and such will carry over from battle to battle, Kupo. Ruh-oh. Okay. Return to the Royal Archives to be healed. You can always go to your camp while you're in a record. Okay, so let's go to... Raise the level of a hero, excluding core heroes. What's a core hero? Who can use 5-star combat abilities. Reward is charge. Why don't you let me see what the reward is? Let me highlight it and get excited about what I'm going for. I have no idea what charge is. Or why I care about it. Select your rewards from the mission screen. Okay, let's go to the mission screen. No, we're not... Yeah, let's go to the mission screen just to see this, because I'm always bad at remembering where this is. Acolyte Archives. How do I find... Do I have to scroll through the books each time whenever I want to find the reward? Because there's a reward somewhere. There's a little red exclamation point. I think that's telling me there's a reward somewhere waiting for me. There it is. Okay. Raise the level of a hero who can... Excluding core heroes who can use 5-star combat abilities. Or we got charge. Never mind, it doesn't show us what that is. Quick level up is the fewer heroes in battle, the more experience points each hero receives. Interesting, so... Okay. Achieve champion rank in the battle and earn twice the experience. What is champion rank? No idea. Experience. Power-up XP power-up dungeons award more experience points than normal dungeons are presumably tougher. No, I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to worry about this too much. How do I get out of this? Complete. Okay, good. Let me get out of this. Back. Okay, collect. What did I just collect? I collected charge, but I don't know what charge is. You're not going to give me the option to see what my reward is? Now there's 15 things in the item chest? Okay, just collect all. Just... This is a really strange way of presenting rewards. It's like, it's not giving me any time to process it. It's not giving me any time to, like, see an item, understand what it is in the context. It's just piling this stuff on me that I don't have context for. And it's... And I'm saying this because... Well, because it's overwhelming and because it makes me feel more detached from it. Nope, nope, don't care about that. Sorry. I said I would go just to the battles. I would just go to that. Okay. So I can... What can I do at camp now? Heal. Use gems to restore the party. Do I have gems? I have 100 gems, okay. And use Mithril to restore the party. Oh wait, it costs 0 gems? Or... No, it costs 100 gems. Fully recover HP. Sure, let's use Mithril to heal the party. Excellent. Nice tent. Okay. So, why did my party members get whomped so badly? I was expecting Cloud to be, like, a bit stronger, I guess. I was expecting Cloud to be able to take hits like a champ. But no. The Black Mage and White Mage I'm not surprised by, but, yeah, let's just keep going. Dead Man's Drink. Uses 2 stamina. Sure. Round 1 out of 3. Okay. Alright, Spriggans. We're Judgment Grimoiring this. Cure. I guess Cure cures the whole party? Okay, yeah. Let's just use abilities. So it doesn't... I was surprised because I was expecting it to, double cut, sure. Thunder Strike. I was expecting it to, Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. Ignore me. Alright, Baleen Guard. Dark Bolt, sure. Let's use Dark Bolt. How did you just get one shot? Does Cure work? No, Cure doesn't restore... Beat Rush, sure, Beat Rush. I'm really surprised that my... Am I not supposed to... Maybe I'm not supposed to be here. It seems like apparently I'm not supposed to be here, because I can't imagine I'm meant to be getting one shot like this by just regular enemies. Yeah, this feels like a place I'm not supposed to be. So one Baleen guard left. I guess we'll Blizzard you. Fish people are usually weak to Blizzard. Look at that! Yeah, if this were happening in any other Final Fantasy game, it would be a clear sign that this is not somewhere I'm ready for. Okay. I guess we'll keep curing with you and keep, But there's only limited cures, so I have to be careful with that. Oh my god. Yeah, this is more brutal than any Sastasha Seagrot I've seen. Am I... Here, I guess there's a question. Am I supposed to be grinding up the earlier battles? How do I know when... How do I say it? Is there, like, a recommended party level I should be looking for to determine whether to go into something like this? I don't know. Alright, let's head back to camp, I guess. Alright, so we'll heal again. Mithril will heal the party, sure. And it's concerning because, like, characters are falling farther and farther behind, so I suppose that's something I'm supposed to... Like, how do I know what level this is? Sure, let's... I mean, at this point, we're committed. Let's just go in. Front row, okay. Cloud should really not be in the front row, or Cloud should not be in the front row. That's my bad. Beat row, yeah, oh, God, just getting one, just getting one shot. Went from... Yeah, definitely Cure here. Yeah, let's use Thunder here. Thunder does not do much. 266. Yeah, this is getting ugly fast. Thunder Strike. I want to save Beat Rush because we have to fight a boss pretty soon. Look at that, 632 damage. That's like... That's a ridiculous amount compared to the other attacks. This is a confusing power scale right now. I mean... Lunatic high on all 2 living party members. Let's just Judgment Grimoire to see if we can at least see the boss before we all die. Alright, now we got the Orcatooth, right? The boss. Again, the Orcatooth. Lord of the War shall sup upon your souls. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cure with you. We're gonna do nothing with you. Okay. Yeah, if you continue, your party will be fully healed. You'll resume play from the beginning of the round with corrupted painting bonus effects. If you restart, you'll lose anything gained in the current round. You'll resume play from the beginning of the round. I guess we'll continue. We'll see what continue is. We have to use Mithril to continue now. Sure. How is this not straight up pay to win? If you could, because I assume that the gold means you can actually buy gems. Is that just straight up pay to win then? You could just pay money and... Corrupted painting bonus effects ability uses... Wait. Continue... I'm confused. I'm very confused on this. How is it not straight up pay to win if you can just buy gems and just keep trying again? Maybe it is just straight up pay. I'm not really used to games just being straight up pay to win. That's weird. Confirm item use. Spend mithril to continue with the following bonus effects. I thought I would get penalties for continuing, but then why am I getting bonuses for it? I don't know. Everything's restored. Okay. Phoenix bonus. Okay. This is very strange to me. So now we're just getting all our abilities if we can get them off before we all die. I don't think we will, but... No, 600... Holy crap. No, this guy is not dying. No, this is... Okay, so this is way tougher. So all my abilities are doing, like, nothing. My toughest abilities are doing, like, nothing to him. Okay. So... Alright, so we're gonna get out of here, then. Okay, how do I leave? Alright, rip. Quit. Okay. Really quit? Yes, really quit. Okay. So, apparently this is way higher level than I should be doing. Then the Orctorth is a brutal enemy that strikes mostly with physical attacks. He doesn't have any vulnerabilities. I'm really surprised he's not vulnerable to lightning. They use abilities like Power Break and Armor Break to lower his attack and defense. When his HP drops low enough, 2 spots on the surface of the water will begin to bubble. Nice incorporation of the 14 mechanic. If you don't attack the bubbling spots, Baleen guards join the battle, so keep an eye out. Okay. Complete missions to get rewards that can strengthen your party and help you on your adventure. Okay. So, that's good to know. So, because this was... We did this one, Mako Reactor 5, that was difficulty 1. What's the difficulty of this? This is difficulty 14. I didn't notice that. Okay. What is this? This is difficulty 2. I should have looked at that. In fairness to me, so in fairness to the game, I should have checked that. In fairness to me, however, it makes it look like these are just 2 totally similar branching paths. Like, you can do either of these, and it's totally up to you. It's just, are you in the mood for 14, or are you in the mood for a little Final Fantasy X action? Nothing. I just assumed that they would put the higher difficulty stuff lower down the line. I didn't think rank 14 difficulty would come right now. Okay. Mist Cave is difficulty 3. We're going to start with Zanarkand, so difficulty 2. Enter dungeon, sure. Titus, or Titus as I call him, to probably everyone's annoyance, I apologize, is at the top of his game as the star of the Blitzball team, the Zanarkand Abes. He's playing in the Jekt Memorial Cup tournament when an immense creature attacks the city. So is this going to be Sin Spawn as the boss, maybe? Yeah, Sin Spawn Amos. Okay. Great. Enter the battle. I like that the ranger is Sean Toto! Sean Toto is in this game. Of course Sean Toto is in this game. I don't know, I'm always surprised. 11 gets forgotten a lot, and so I'm happy that some games honor their characters. I enjoyed 11. Okay, next good. Well, sure. You know what? No, we'll go with Ramza, just for a change of pace. Ruined Overpass. Love this music. Big fan. Chain Soul breaks out. Oh, okay. Never mind. Cancel auto. No, don't want to auto. Yeah, let's thunder. Who am I thundering? How does it know who to pick? Because I don't think I'm choosing a target here. This is more like it. I'm not getting one shot. Okay, that's good. So it's in the back row. Is it getting back row bonuses? And how do I target the things in front? Yeah, let's just use our abilities here. Cure is good. Let's Blizzard against a watery foe. Yeah, Thunder works well against a Final Fantasy X water enemies. That makes sense. So, is there a way to target... Yeah, I didn't see a way to target particular enemies. So maybe it's just auto-targeted? I don't know. Hero record restored. So we got Tidus. Okay. Delay attack. Deal physical damage to one enemy with a moderate chance to slow it. Okay. Champion. Okay. Okay. Oh, so this is the more normal progression path. Okay. Good, good, good. We unlock Besaid and the Xanarkand Elite Dungeon. Acquired Mithril. Okay. So that's how you get Mithril. Gotcha. It's starting to... Again, a lot of this stuff is stuff that I'll have seen before, but will take me a while for it to really click for me. Raise the level of a hero, excluding core heroes who can use force. I don't know what that... I don't know what a hero who can use... No, hold on a second. Raise the level of a hero, not a core hero. Again, I don't know what a core hero is. Who can use 4-star Spellblade abilities. Raise the level of a hero who can use 4-star Spellblade abilities. How do I know if a hero is a hero who can use 4-star Spellblade abilities? And complete one dungeon. We got Animal Lens times 4. Okay, and we got a bunch of Gil. Led by his led by his childhood guardian Auron, Tidus approaches the gigantic sphere of water that Auron calls Sin. Together they fight the Sin spawn that emerges when Tidus reaches the sphere, he's drawn inside. Okay. The question is, do we do this next? This is difficulty... Besaid is difficulty 3, and Mist Cave is difficulty 3. We'll keep going with 10. We'll keep going... We'll go this one. Besaid. Tidus washes into the shallows of a beach where a practice game of blitzball is in session. He meets the team's captain, Waka, who brings him to Besaid Village. Mastery award is Chakram, Yuna. I'm sorry to keep harping on this. It just feels like such an oversight to not let you see what you're about to get, or not like let you tap on it or hold it to see like what Chakram 3 does. The boss. Who's going to be the boss of this one? Oh, Kamari. I can see it when I look at the... It's tough to see it when I'm looking at a small screen, but I could see it on the computer where it's mirrored. Okay. So... What level are these characters? So, Tidus is what level? Level 1. So we'll probably bring in Tidus. Oh, it says level 1. Level 1 out of 50. Okay. We'll bring in Tidus to replace... We'll replace Cold Run with Tidus so that Tidus can... so I can keep him kind of a commonly leveled up, I guess. I don't know. So that Cold Run doesn't just outrace everyone. Cauldron, I've discovered an exciting phenomenon within the record realms. You know, there are many realms represented within the paintings, yes? Well, I ran the numbers, and it's undeniable. Heroes perform better in their native realm. Okay, interesting. I actually like that a lot, because that's what I was inclined to do just flavor-wise. I wanted to bring Tidus into the Final Fantasy X fight, so it makes sense that they actually perform better. It's remarkable, Kupo. They're more powerful in every way, and they even earn more XP. Good. I like that. I like that mechanic. So it's like a synergy between the heroes' records and the paintings that represent their worlds? Couldn't have put it better myself, Kupo. Yeah, I'm just going to have Dr. Mog be a smooth-talking player. Just be sure to pick heroes who hail from the realms you visit, Kupo. All will be well. So you get a stat boost from that. Okay. Thanks, Dr. Mog. I think I get it. I've marked which heroes come from which realms, Kupo. For your benefit, Cauldron. When you assemble a party, check the... Yeah, okay. Wait till you see a hero with a record synergy in battle. You can literally see the synergy, Kupo. Okay, so you get to see like a little blue energy boost from them. It's quite remarkable, Kupo. I'll watch for that. Another thing. It's not just the heroes who synergize. Oh, no, no, no. So the items themselves synergize. That's neat. I very much like that mechanic. Relic synergy is boosting stat. Okay. Equipment can have synergy with a realm too. Use the right hero with the right equipment and watch out, Kupo. There's no telling what heights you'll reach. Got it, Dr. Mog. Okay, so we'll go with... And we only have one 10 character, I think, don't we? How about outfit party? So does Optimize take that into account too? I wonder. Undo or confirm. I want to confirm it, but I don't... Confirm, sure, but... I just want to... Outfit party, that's what I'm looking for. You don't have any hero outfit to sign... Oh, no, outfit must not be gear. Outfit must be cosmetic stuff, maybe? Like, choosing whether... I don't know, choosing, like, whether... I'm sure they have stuff like different sprite skins. I'm sure you have, like, a regular white mage and then maybe... No, I don't know. What's a good example? I'm sure there's like a Paladin Cecil and a Dark Knight Cecil skin or something like that. Maybe they're different characters. I don't know. So how do I... I'm trying to remember how to... Battle settings, wait. On. Oh, that's where I had to do it. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I did not want it to be beyond... okay, wait is good. Wait is what I wanted. Stats. I'm just trying to figure out how I change the party. Confirm. Good. This is how I do it. Okay. So, do I have any 10 weapons? I don't think so. Oh, even... That's interesting. Even Tidus is using a mithril sword from Final Fantasy IV. Okay. And what's this? Magicite slots. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go into it. Okay, enter dungeon. Good. Sorry about all the fumbling around on this. Some of it is stuff that I think is legitimate, like issues the game has with communicating with new players. I say as a new player. And some of it, I'll bet, is stuff that is probably fine design that I'm just not used to mobile games or game... And not just mobile... Sorry, I want to be clear. I think that mobile game mechanics in terms of like monetization, that sort of stuff, is bad. I think it's actively bad. I don't think it's an issue if I'm not used to it. I think it's a bad design. But a lot of this stuff is stuff that, like my fumbling around with the different menus and stuff, is like mobile issues that I have just because I'm not used to playing games on mobile. That has nothing to do with the design. It's just me not being used to flicking around menus on a much smaller screen. So that I apologize for. I don't apologize for my complaints about the billion different currencies and potential pay to win, but I could be wrong about that. So let me know if I am. Let's go with... Yeah, so all good. Okay. We're going into Besaid. I like that loading screen there. That's really neat. Like the portally womp thing. And I like the backgrounds, how they use a screenshot of the game with the actual music. It's really gorgeous. Ancient Road. 1 stamina. Realm Dungeon selection screen lets you... Oh, okay. Right. Those are just little tips. Alright, so now everyone else is good. So... Let's... Oh, I don't know what I hit there. Let's just double... Because this is only one boss, so let's just go all out now. We'll do that. And how do we build up the... Oh, I didn't mean to defend. This is the kind of mobile stuff that I'm just not used to. I'm not great at tapping buttons the right way. What is charge, actually? How do I tell what charge is, what that ability does? I guess we're going to charge and find out. Okay. Oh, that's how you target an enemy. Otherwise, you have to actually tap the enemy. Interesting. Otherwise, it probably just auto-targets. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let's fire. And let's double cut. Sorry, Kamari. Hornless. I don't think we need to heal. Let's just keep attacking. Mario's not really doing anything. He's hitting a little bit, but it's that prior fight. The Sastasha Seagrot thing was it was almost like a way for me to. It was like when you hit your head against the wall a bunch and then you stop and it feels really good, even though not hitting your head against the wall should be normal. Like, that's what this sort of feels like now. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that in the first place, but now regular fights feel even better. Alright, so we got Waka. Waka. Element Reels. Deal ranged physical damage to all enemies. So this is... So Waka's not a hero I can actually use. Or is he? No, that's his soul break. Okay, no, he isn't a hero I can actually use. All these are heroes I can actually use. Grand Summoning. Like, this kind of thing I really appreciate. Like, that they're telling me, in this case, what this is. I just wish they'd do that before you actually get it. When it's, like, presented to you as a reward to work for. Grand Summon deals summoning magic, non-elemental damage to all enemies. Okay. And look at Tidus ripping up in levels because the synergy bonus. Nice job on that tutorial on telling me that then. SS Licky in FF10 unlocked. Mithril acquired. Okay. So, good. This also gives me a sense of where to grind up, like if I wanted to grind up at any point. Mission complete, raise a hero to level 10. Okay, yeah, we'll go accept the reward for that. Okay. Raise the level of a hero, excluding core heroes could use 4 stars. Okay. All right, so the Book of Trials #1 is like it says try it today. So let's try it today. We're going to try it today. This is like the beginner task path. Okay. And then there's Trial Archives, but that's Hall of Transcendence Infinity. That sounds way tougher. So, well, there is one exclamation point here. Is this something we've done? Book of Days. Oh, this is the daily stuff. Right. Complete 2 dungeons. Sure. So it's telling me to do a common relic draw. How do we do that? So we're going to relic draw here. X out of that. So where's common relic draw? How do I do this? Oh god, I just feel like I'm in a casino right now. 1 free relic draw per day, good. And just the aesthetic of it is very flashy in a way that I don't like. 1 free draw per day, let's do that. Alright, what do you got for me, Dr. Mog? We got an item, we got a knife. And we got a helm? How much stuff do you get in this? Why are these coming from this and not from, like, completing in-game challenges? Yuna's staff. Is that axe the axe from Final Fantasy IX of that woman who's like an antagonist who's like sort of barbarianish? What's her name? I don't remember her name. Is that her axe? Why is this coming? I assume that these rewards would be coming from like completing the dungeon or doing in-game stuff. Why is it coming from... What a weird design choice to make it come from this. Instead of like beating challenges. Very strange. Alright, mission complete. Okay. But let me see the reward I just got. Or not. Okay. Maybe I could have... I don't... Okay. Equipment, because this should be where we see, like, the equipments we got, because we just got a bunch of new stuff. Alright, so we got... what is this? Danjuro from 12. Didn't I already have Danjuro from 12? So now I have... I got 3 of the same dagger. Upgrade or combine? Combine equipment. Complete all book of... Okay, so eventually you'll be able to combine them, I guess, into a better one. Vraska's staff. Deal between 6 and 9 magic fire damage, non-elemental attack. Okay. I assume that's only going to be equipable by Yuna, right? No, Yuna or Cauldron. I'll bet Cauldron can equip everything. Cauldron's probably a master of all trades, jack of none. White mage. Okay, so it's kind of all white mages can use that. But what was the... Hold on, let me go back a sec. Alright, so like, could you use... Where was that axe thing? Yeah, it wouldn't be you. He just probably can use the axe. No, I guess not. And what is this anyway? A chakram. Oh, a ranged weapon. That's like what dancers use in 14. Who used that in 3? Monks? I don't know. I don't remember. No, it wouldn't be monks. I don't remember what job got that in 3. I really want to see what that... Let me switch to Cauldron, because Cauldron can probably use all the things. Change weapon... So what is this? Giant's axe from 4, so this is not the 9 weapon. This is... Yeah, this is just an axe that Cecil could use at one point. Soulbreak Cloaked in Night. Mastered Soulbreak. Why is it mastered? Golbez. Temporarily reduce delay of the user's magic attacks and grant them up to a moderate darkness ability boost. Triggers instantly Golbez only. That's interesting. Is this... So this is equipable heroes, but that's just who I have right now. So eventually, if I get Golbez, I'll be able to use this for gold. That's surprising. I didn't think... I'm surprised that an axe is like a Golbez special weapon. Okay. Alright, I'm actually going to... So, this is a lot to take in. I'm going to call it for now. I have very mixed feelings on this game so far. But I want to emphasize that mixed is not. Mixed means very strong negative feelings in some ways and very strong positive feelings. A lot of this is only my second video about this, so I'm still new to it. So I hope you'll forgive me if I misunderstand things like I did with the Sastasha stuff, like I am with all kinds of things. Very strong negative first impressions in terms of all the different currencies. It's a lot to take in, and it feels like it's putting them on me faster than I can understand them. And like that might even be part of the point. But very strong positive feelings also, because I frigging love collection things. I love catching them all, and especially this has got to catch them all with a series that it's been a part of my life for as long as I've been, maybe not alive. There was a brief period before I was like 7 years old where I didn't know what Final Fantasy was. But I started Final Fantasy, I got Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo. I couldn't beat Garland, but I remember still being attracted to it and thinking it was really cool. But I remember getting Final Fantasy 1 on a Nintendo cartridge, playing Final Fantasy 4 on Super... Like, this is absolutely my jam. The idea of being able to collect these and match these and progress in these different areas, very strong positive feelings. I frigging love that part of it. And it's just getting used to it. So it'll be balancing those two things, that love and that suspicion. Is that what core means? I'm just had a brain. What's the opposite of a brain fart? A brain intake of gas, where like I was saying I don't know what core party members are. That must be what the crystal icon under the White Mage, Black Mage, and Cold Run are. That they're not... Core means that you're not game specific, you're just general Final Fantasy stuff. Okay. So anyway, that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.